So guys, we're let out. Today we are doing the spoiler review for Captain Mar-vell.
Yeah, if you have not seen it, do not watch this video because we are going to be,
spoiling the movie.
Yeah. We're basically going through the entire movie, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. And let's get to it.
Alright, so in this movie, we find out how young Nick Fury lost his eye. Because the whole thing in all these modern day movies that Nick Fury has the eye patch.
Right.
And in Captain America Winter Soldier, he talks to Captain America about, last time I trusted someone, I lost an eye.
Last time I trusted someone, I lost an eye.
And it was like a really serious moment in that. And in this movie, it's probably the dumbest thing I could have ever seen in my life. The cat scratches Nick Fury, and then eventually his eye apparently is going to decay.
Just complete gouges his eye.
Yeah.
And it's just the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's kind of funny, not gonna lie.
It's funny his reaction, but the whole point of it's like, are you serious?
Well, it's meant to be a funny thing, but due to the other movies and just the way it is, it's like, oh, how did Nick Fury lose his eye? What it is? And then you find out that it's a cat that took out his eye. I don't know. To me, it was annoying.
Cat saves his life many times and all of a sudden just claws his eye out.
Yeah, so what do you guys think about the cat? Did you guys like the cat?
I think the cat was pretty important. Only because if the cat took the Tesseract, where could it have been as soon as it left the lunchbox?
Yeah, because Nick Fury and Maria Rambeau, they couldn't hold the thing because if you remember in the first Captain America movie, Red Skull gets transported because, he's human and you're not able to hold the power of the Tesseract. So the cat swallowing it up, that was really important.
Yeah.
And it's not a normal cat, by the way.
No,
it's an alien race.
Right.
It's a Flurkin, which is a different alien race, and it's got these tentacles like an octoctopus or whatever.
Like a kraken, but
yeah, it was good. I love the cat. The cat was very funny.
Yes, I think it was. Yeah.
I loved how Nick Fury was always loving on the cat.
Yeah, he was a good kitty.
A part I missed actually is that Mar-vell is actually Korean. That was a big shock. I was not expecting that, but getting back on track. Captain Mar-vell, she saw the energy source and that the Koreans were looking for it. Captain Mar-vell turns, bang, and there's this huge explosion. I was like, oh wow. And then how she got her powers, obviously it absorbs into
She
her.
absorbs the blast and all the power.
Was
and all so she absorbed it, and they were going to kill her at first, but then they realized that
she had a huge amount of power,
and she had all that power from the energy source that's in her body, and that she could use that.
Which is really cool about that is that the power surge that came in her, it's all from the Tesseract because Lawson was working on the Tesseract, and so the engine that she blew up had energy signature from the Tesseract, which is cool because back in Phase 1 and back in the early Marvel movies, the Tesseract was a huge thing, so it's really cool seeing how that all tied in together.
Yeah.
Alright, so one thing that bothered me in this movie was how they portrayed the Skrulls. In this one, they made them seem as the good guys. Normally the Kree and the Skrull are a bunch of terrible different races that are constantly at war with each other, and they take over other planets to take each other out. But in this one, they made the Skrulls as a bunch of good guys. I mean, I don't know if it affected you guys at all. What was your thoughts on that?
Technically, I didn't see them as good guys. I just saw them as trying to get Captain Mar-vell on their side just so they won't get wiped off the face of the earth. They weren't technically good because they portray as other people, so you don't know if they're anywhere else on Earth. They could be literally and they honestly could be any Avenger or anybody because you don't really know who they are. But I didn't really think they were good guys. I just thought they were just trying to survive.
They're necessarily good.
So they're bad guys.
But they portrayed them as good guys. All of a sudden, Captain Marvel's like, "Oh, I'm gonna fight with you," because the guy I know
because he helped her find her identity.
No, I know, but obviously they have their own agenda. But it kind of portrayed them as good guys. Because now she's partnering with them because she leaves the movie to go help them find a different homeworld,
so she can save them from getting.
But I'm saying it looks like she's more helping them and by that way because she's a good guy. She's going to help a good guy. If that makes sense. I don't know. What were your thoughts on that?
I just thought they were innocent. Obviously all the people, pretty much you guys trying to survive. Obviously not every one of those were harmful. Yeah. So she was you know what, I'm gonna help them out.
Because to be fair, the people that she does help out are a bunch of refugees and they're not war
Skrulls. There's only one guy who's kind of like a fighter. Everybody else is just kids and women.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. No, it's just something that kind of rubbed me off. That's all.
Yeah. Another thing I want to bring out is the last battle. Now, it's just crazy that the Mar-vell, spacecraft, there was Captain Mar-vell, the Kree, and then the Skrulls, they're all on there. Action's going left and right, and there's just so much going on that I was pretty excited about.
It was definitely entertaining, that's for sure.
Right.
Seeing her go to work, and you knew that there was no defense that the Kree could have that could even remotely stop her at that moment. I mean, they even called in a couple battleships to come in and save them, and she just
destroyed them. She went straight through one of them.
Yeah, especially when she sent all down
they sent all the bombs.
Yeah,
all the
down.
She was like, "Psych," and then they all just blew up, and she's probably
like another day at work.
Right. She just took the bullets from the ships too. They shot her actually a couple times, and it didn't even affect her at all.
And those shots blow up planes and stuff.
Yeah,
so
do.
that shows how powerful she is. And I just love the whole ending when she was taking on the villain Jan Rog, her ex-commander.
Yeah.
And the dude's kind of I don't want to say taunting her, but I don't know. He
was taunting her just to go try and beat him one-on-one, hand-to-hand combat without using her power.
Yeah.
And she just smokes into the chest.
All right, as a custom with all Marvel movies, you have the post-credit scene. And for the mid-credit scene, we have the Avengers and you have Captain America and Black Widow sitting in a room, and it's showing all the death toll that's coming up, and it just keeps going higher and higher and higher with all the people that are disappearing. And they're freaking out, and then Rhodey comes in and tells them, because the Avengers somehow got Nick Fury's pager, which at the end of Infinity War, he used it to call for Captain Mar-vell.
Right.
And so it blanks out, and the Avengers have no idea what's going on, so they want to reboot it and try and figure out what it is. And then so they turn around, and all of a sudden Carol Danvers is standing right there, and she's like, "Where's Fury?" and cut to black. And that freaked me out, dude. And it's I need this movie. I need Avengers Endgame in my life so bad.
Yeah, it'll be super hype.
All right, so the last thing that we're going to talk about is how Nick Fury decided to name the Avengers Initiative. Mm-hmm. At first, he had it listed as Protection Initiative. Protective Initiative. And so after Carol leaves, Nick Fury is talking to Agent Coulson. And they're talking about how they need to get powered superheroes to help protect the Earth, because S.H.I.E.L.D. itself can't protect them from other aliens and other forces that are out there.
Right.
And so he's over there, and he's writing out his little report, and then he looks at a picture of Captain Mar-vell going into her plane, and her call sign in the Air Force was Avenger. And then so Nick Fury figured out that he's like, okay, I think I'm going to name this the Avengers Initiative. And he typed out the Avengers Initiative, and it had the whole music playing. And I was just wondering, what were your guys' thoughts on that? Do you like how he did that, or?
See, I did, but then again, it messed with my mind, because in the Avengers, he said the whole reason they used the Tesseract is because of Thor, the Destroyer, going to the Earth and destroying that town. But he created the Avenger Initiative and had the Tesseract because Carol told him to keep it on Earth. So, that part just messed with my mind, too. I was like, what in the world's going on? It kind of just...
But did you like how he came up with the
Avengers
Initiative?
I loved how that
part
came. I love that part.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet. I was like, Avengers. Ooh. No.
I just really liked the music that was going with it, too.
Yeah.
I mean, there sure could have been a different way. I really like, though, how he, because of what Captain Mar-vell did, and he just used her as kind of as the Avengers Initiative. I don't know. It was just really sweet. I just really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lucas loves when the Marvel movie or the Marvel
Avengers
music starts going. He's just like,
when the Avengers music starts playing, I freak out. So, hence why when Thor went into Wakanda in Infinity War, I almost had a heart attack in the seat.
yeah.
So,
That's
but
funny.
yeah. Thank you guys for watching. That's gonna be it for today. See you guys later. Peace.